amigo, how are you? Come to Beşiktaş. Come to Beşiktaş.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the watch along. Let's see, it's 13 minutes before kickoff. You can watch the game live on ATV. I've put a link in the description. You can just watch that for free on the internet. So if you go down in the description, you should be able to see a link to ATV canlı yayın. Just click on that. If it's geo-blocked, be creative. I don't think it should be though. I don't think it will be geo-blocked, but just in case, you can watch it there. Of course, if you have ZTK Play, like many of us in Europe and in America and Australia do, you can watch ATV on ZTK Play as well. That's where I will be watching. I won't be watching via the live stream, so it's possible that the scoreboard you see underneath here is gonna be updating quicker than my reaction, because as you know, maybe if you use ZTK Play, it is on a slight delay. Let's have a look at the lineups before we do anything else. So let's have a look at the lineup for Beşiktaş. Let's see. Looks like a pretty strong lineup on our part, I think. Possibly the strongest one we could have fielded. Let's see, in goal we have Mert. At the back we have Masuaku, back from injury. Omar Colley, Necip, and Svensson. You could argue about the central duo and if somebody else should play. By the way, in case my dogs start barking, I will mute myself on time, hopefully, but I do apologize in case that does happen. In midfield, we have the trio of Al Musrati, Saliu Chan, and Ernest Mucci. And then up top, we have Rasička on the left, Simi in the middle, and Gezal on the right. That's the lineup for the Black Eagles. Strong lineup, I think. It's kind of what I was hoping to see, really, other than maybe the central duo. Obviously, I think many of us are more in favor of seeing Tayyip Talha, but unfortunately, there seems to be some sort of issue. Maybe he still is struggling with recovering from his ACL injury. We have, of course, in the past seen players return too quickly. Ersan Gülüm, Mustafa Pekdemek. So obviously we don't want Tayyip Talha to force anything. So hopefully he will be fit come next season. And yeah, we'll have to do with Necip and Colley in the middle for now. Colley got injured against Rizespor, had to be subbed off at half-time. Joe Worrell, of course, came on to replace him, scored the winning goal. But we've got Omar Colley in the lineup again here. And Masuaku back. Hopefully he will be fit. We'll need him for an eventual final if we get there. So hopefully he stays healthy. Let's have a look at the Ankaragücü lineup. I totally stole these graphics, by the way, from the live broadcast, in case you may notice. So for interesting lineup actually for Ankaragücü. Ertaç in goal, he's back. I think he had an injury as well because Bahadır was playing recently. Ertaç, of course, we know him very well. Ertaç Özbir, good goalkeeper. At the back we have Mujakic, we have Mert Çetin, Radakovic, and Kitsiu. In the middle, Tolga and Flips, and also Efkan, the attacking midfielder. And then Basogok on the right. We have on the left Chatsikunas or something, and then Riyad Bayic up top. So Basogok, the guy we have to watch. No Olimpio Morutsan, of course, he got injured in the league game against us. So that's some pressure off the kettle, I guess you could say. Very good player. Also, no Ali So in this lineup. Riyad Bayic starting. That's very interesting. Ali So is usually Ankaragücü's first choice striker. So I'm seeing a couple of interesting changes here. Mert Çetin isn't always in the lineup either. He usually starts on the bench. And then, of course, Ertaç coming back over Bahadır. Some changes made by Emre Belözoğlu. Some interesting tidbits as well before the game. Ankaragücü, one of their board members announced that they were going to give the players an incentive payment of a bonus, in the form of a bonus, in case they managed to eliminate Beşiktaş and get to the final. Nothing out of the ordinary, of course. Beşiktaş are doing the exact same thing, offering a bonus for reaching the final. And in addition, also, Ankaragücü announced that they have made, or will make later this month, I believe, a large payment towards their players' wages, which apparently have been not paid yet. Doesn't surprise me. I was actually doing some work earlier, and I had to do some contract updates for a lot of Ankaragücü players, data-related work. And I noticed a lot of their players have expiring contracts. Like the vast majority of these guys in this lineup, other than Bajic and Mujakic, I think, have... well, maybe Ertaç as well. I didn't check that. But like Kitsiu has an expiring contract. Dakovic has an expiring contract. Actually, you know what? A lot of those guys, but Chatsiakanil, he has an expiring contract, I think, as well. Pedrinho has an expiring contract. So there's like Aliso has an expiring contract. Lots of players for Ankaragücü. Not sure if they will be back next season. But this is a Beşiktaş podcast, so let's talk about Beşiktaş. Yeah, not much to say though ahead of kickoff. We have roughly 7 minutes left to go, I think. Let me check the time just to be sure. Yeah, 7 minutes left to go. Let's have a quick look at the images from the screen already, if we can see anything. The stadium today sold out, of course. 2 of my friends are at the game. Maybe more of my friends are at the game, but 2 that I know of are at the game. Friends of the podcast, of course, and also Evran Akman, who has been on the podcast in the past. He is at the game. And then my friend Yusuf is also at the game. They're actually in the same section, so hopefully they can meet up. I know they already have met up before the game, but hopefully they can sit close enough to each other. Although I don't know, Yusuf is there with his family, so maybe he will want to spend time with them. All right, going to go back to my ugly mug. So don't expect anything too fancy from this. You can see the scoreline in the bottom there. That should automatically update. Totally stole that from SofaScore. I did give them a little mention there in the middle as well. Thank you for your great service, SofaScore. Fantastic app. Get it on your phone. I highly recommend it. You can activate little bell icons as well. That updates you automatically, gives you push messages on your iPhone, on your Google phone, on whatever you use, on your smartphone. Will update you like with a slight delay on whether or not somebody scored, gave an assist, is starting in the lineup, all that kind of stuff. So a great app to have. Also has some great data in it, pass percentages, XG, X assists, everything. So get that app, SofaScore, highly recommended for any football fan who likes to be up to date on statistics, I guess. Evran, of course, a really big fan, really big proponent of XG. You can also hear some voice, some sound, some fan noise that is not live from the stadium. That is just something I put in the live stream. I put it in a low enough volume, I hope, so that it's not disturbing, but high enough so that you can still hear it, and it gives you a little bit of a sense of the atmosphere, in a potential atmosphere in the stadium. Let's have a look here on the ATV stream. I don't know if you guys have noticed, in the description below I have put a link to the live stream for this game via ATV, Canlı Yayın. You can watch live via their website, totally legally, totally free. I toyed with the idea of putting a little window up with the game in it, but I figured that would not be tolerated and that would get flagged, so I decided against it. Again, if my dogs suddenly start barking, apologies. My wife and kids will be home soon from judo practice, and I do expect that the dogs will bark for that. The teams are taking to the pitch now. Beşiktaş playing in all white. So once again, Mert in goal, Svensson on the right, Necip, Omar Colley, Masuaku back from injury on the left, Al Musrati in the center as the 6, Salio Chan as the 8, and Asmuchi as the number 10. Top left, Milot Rasicka, in the middle, Semi Kilisoy, and on the right, we have Rashid Ghazal. The teams are lining up now for the national anthem. This is a watch along, so I'll try not to talk too much once the game is going. I'll just be swearing. So, if you have any children around, no, I usually don't swear too much anymore. I used to be really bad when I was a kid. When I was in my teens, and even my early 20s, I was horrible with the swearing. I've mellowed down a lot. Having kids will do that to you, I guess. I only have the one, so having a kid will do that to you, I guess. It's easier to put things into perspective, I suppose. You know, when you're young and football is such a big part of your passion, your life, it's easy to go overboard a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's all a waste of energy, really, isn't it? But sometimes we can't help ourselves. All right, stadium looks great. Completely sold out for this game. The club did make a statement, implored the fans, the season ticket holders that wouldn't be able to attend the match to donate or to give the tickets back to the club so they could sell the spots, the seats, because of course they wanted no empty seats for this game. Most important match of our season. That is saying something, of course, in a season with so little going on for us, so little going for us, I should say. Really little success, a horrible season. It would be great to end that with a trophy. Or at least, you know, I mean, let's get to the final first before we even start dreaming about a trophy. But it would be fantastic to be able to end, to close off this season that we hope to quickly forget. That we can finish it on a high note. Of course, our opponents in the Turkish Cup final are not known yet. Trabzonspor won the first game in Trabzon 3-2. But the return match is tomorrow. They won 3-2 against Fatih Karagümrük. So we'll see that game tomorrow. Let's hope for, well, I don't know, you know, I mean, on one hand, you kind of want Fatih Karagümrük to pull an upset, right? Because I think if you've been watching Trabzonspor lately, it's a little up and down, but they definitely look better than we do, I would say. I think they're a little bit more dangerous. They have a little bit more quality, perhaps, going forward. So the kickoff is about to take place here. But yeah, Fatih Karagümrük on the one hand would be the ideal opponent because you know you can beat them. We know we can beat Trabzonspor as well, but you know, against Fatih Karagümrük we'd definitely be the favorites. And the game is kicked off in the meantime. But on the other hand, Trabzonspor, if Trabzonspor win the cup, number 5 will automatically go to Europe, so we would essentially guarantee ourselves European football if Trabzonspor managed to get to the finals, and we get to the finals, of course. So regardless whether we win, draw, or lose, well, draw, there's no draw, whether we win or lose, we'd still qualify for Europe as long as we manage to finish in 5th. Great atmosphere in the stadium. And there's Al Musrati. His first game back. Of course, he was suspended for the game against Rizespor. He got a 2-game suspension, so he should also be suspended for the next league game. Unless, I don't know if we appealed, I assume we did. I would imagine the result of that appeal gets announced on Thursday. That's usually when the PFDK announce their decisions. Attack for Ankaragücü now. Necip clears it. Some protests there. And I'm not sure what. I think for a fall. Referee is Zorbay Küçük. I would say not one of my favorite referees, but I wouldn't know to tell you who is one of my favorite referees. So, quite frankly, yeah, Turkish refs, right? Free kick for us. And we're in minute 3 in the meantime. I don't know how that's updating on the live stream. That seems to be updating fine. Yep. That is going fine. Almost. And again, Ankaragücü on the attack. They definitely started this game with the idea of going for a goal early. I mean, they have to score, of course. I mean, they don't have to, but there's no point for them to just park the bus. Mucci with the cross. Nobody in reach. Bad cross by Ernest Mucci. Did well enough with the ball at his feet, but the cross itself was disappointing. Very good atmosphere. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Oof. Lasichka stayed down there after a challenge from Basagok. 28 years old, Basagok. Looks like he's 50. But doesn't run like he's 50. Really, really fast. Good player. Free kick with Gezal. Gezal with the shot. 2 players stayed down there. It's a real battle there. Gezal did well there. Squeeze out that shot, but couldn't get it in between the posts. 2 players stayed down there after an aerial duel. I think Necip and Kitsiu stayed down, went head to head. Referee had a wave play on though. Still some treatment. Kitsiu seems out of it, really. He's sitting up, but so they're both okay. As we are getting a split screen of Emre Belözoğlu and Sedat Topraktepe. That's a corner. Milo Trosicka behind the ball. Apparently, Gezal's shot got blocked. Corner kick. Ball stays in the area. But Ertac catches it. Ertac Özbir. Good goalkeeper. High pressure from Beşiktaş. But Ankaragücü able to football out from under it. Counter attack on the left. Svensson gets to it first though. Puts it into touch for Ankaragücü. Svensson really been coming into his own lately. I think slowly but surely he's starting to prove some of the naysayers wrong. He's a quality player, I think. It's just he has the disadvantage of being seen as the replacement for Rosier. I mean, obviously he is the replacement for Rosier, but fans not happy about Rosier being forced out. Ooh, Ertac far out of his goal. Goal is empty, but nobody can get a shot off. Risky business by Ertac Özbir. Long ball toward Basagog, but Mert collects it. Not a good pass. Too hard. Overhit it. Basagog is fast, but he's not that fast. Mert collects it easily. And back to our center backs. Najib to build up from the back. And back to the goalkeeper. Yay. Out wide to Masuaku on the left. That was quality. Long ball towards Simi. Radakovic wins that header. Kitsiu with the ball now. Counter-attack opportunity for Ankaragücü again. Tolga Zirigi. Back to Radakovic. Back to goalkeeper Ertac. Half decent pressing from the Eagles. We win the ball back, so decent enough, right? Well, it's not exactly gegenpress, but we won it back, so that's good. Forced the error. Forced a poor long ball. And that's, of course, one of the things with high pressure. People, when they think of gegenpress, when they think of pressing high, pressing with as a team and recovering the ball, people are always thinking, oh, well, winning the ball back. But winning the ball back you can do, by winning a tackle, by stealing the ball, but also just, putting them under enough pressure so that they decide to just blast the ball forward and you can recover it from the back and start your build up yourself. So we win it back again. And a fall there on Mucci in the midfield. The crowd really getting on it. It gets a proper... Yeah, it's not a dirty fall, but a proper body check, though, by the Ankaragücü player. Free kick for sure, but no need for a yellow card, I think. Wasn't over the top or anything. Musrati restarts the game with the free kick. Takes it short. And we... Long ball by Musrati. That's a nice ball. There's Rasicka on the right. That's Mucci, sorry. Good chance, no. Blocked off. And the ball back in our side. Mert to recommence the attack now. That's a good long ball by Al Musrati. That's what we like to see. That's what we need to see more of from Al Musrati. Those inch perfect long balls from just inside our own half to start up the attacks. Once he can build some confidence and we can see that more of him, I think people will turn around on him. Rasicka on the left. Ball back to Mert. Punts it up the field towards Simi. But Merchetin, yeah, he's 2 heads taller than Simi. Wins that aerial. Quali now. But we keep winning the ball. It's good. We are quickly recovering the ball now. I think Ankaragücü looked a little dangerous in the opening couple of minutes. But now Beşiktaş looking better. But as I say that, Ankaragücü win the ball. Tassos on the left. But nothing really dangerous. Tassos passes it back to Mijakic, the left back. And there, recovery, but the referee gives a fall. Rashid Ghazal won it. I don't know if he committed a fall or not. The referee thinks so. Let's have a look. It was... I can't see it because of the commercial that ATV just put right on top of that. I couldn't see if there was if he got the ball or if he got the man first. So, free kick for Ankaragücü. Tassos Chatjovanis behind the ball. Free kick for Ankaragücü. Dangerous enough area, but not a good free kick. Mertz with a very long ball launches the goal kick out. Simi gets on the end of it. Rasica wins it. Ghezal. Salih now. Again to Ghezal. And there we have Salih once again. Necip to Koli. And we're passing the ball around now. Trying to stretch the opponent, trying to find an opening. Long ball launched up the field. It's a good one though. Rasic Ghezal on the end of it. Ghezal, beautiful pass. Svensson and oof, almost an own goal there by the Ankaragücü defenders who respond a little bit panicked. Good run, good overlap, or overlap, I should say underlap. It's an underlap by Svensson. Good pass, gets blocked. The cross gets blocked. The pass is good to Svensson, and Svensson tries to cross it in, but one of their defenders manages to block the low cross. Seems like Omar Koli picked up a little bit of a knock there, but he seems to be fine to continue. Mert this time doesn't manage to find a teammate with his long ball and boots it out over the sideline. Meanwhile, Emre Belözoğlu is throwing a little hissy fit on the touchline. That's how we know him, of course. Serdar Toprak Tepe, far more calm, gesticulating towards his players, giving them some instructions. Beşiktaş back in control now. Simi has the ball. Semi's going. Semi keeps going and wow, good tackle. Very good tackle there by Flips. And that's a yellow now. A yellow card for... Is it for Salih? No, it's for Svensson. Yellow card for Svensson. Yeah. I think that's a little harsh. He does catch him a little bit. But it's not like he pulls him down or pulls the shirt. He just... Nah, I think that's harsh. I think the Ankaragücü player could have easily continued. Decides to throw himself to the floor. Unnecessary though by Svensson. I'm doing a live watch along. Am I talking now? Let's see. Yeah. Now, attack by Ankaragücü. Tassos on the left. Crosses it in. Ooh, no, he didn't cross it in. He faked it, and then he tried to create space for the shot. The block there. And we recover it there with Salih. Salih now with a long pass. But Ankaragücü win it again. Mertçetin with the recovery. Now they're playing the ball around in the middle. Ball's on the right with Kitsiu. Finds Efkan. Who plays it into Basogok. This time Ankaragücü is on the attack. Looking dangerous. But now they have to go back. All the way back to Mertçetin now. The crowd is booing like crazy. It's almost like a European game. But Ankaragücü still passing out from under the pressure. Both from the team and from the crowd. But ultimately, a poor through ball attempt, and Mert recovers it for the Black Eagles. But Ankaragücü had the ball there for almost 90 seconds, apparently, according to the ATV commentator. 90 seconds of ball possession. That's the longest spell of possession in the game so far. Easily. And we are 19 minutes and 3 seconds on the clock now. Ertaç Özbir has the ball, throws it to Mertçetin. No pressure on Mertçetin now. They are isolating Mertçetin at the moment, allowing him to pass the ball. Now another fall. Another fall by according to Zorbay Küçük. The crowd not liking that, and not much going on there, I think. All back to Ertaç. Pressure this time on Mertçetin and on Mujakic. Beşiktaş pressing high, and yeah, I was going to say it results in recovery, but again the referee gives a fall, and let's see, yeah, that's a shame because the pass was inaccurate and Beşiktaş would have recovered the ball. So if we don't commit a fall there, overcommitted. Would have been a ball recovery otherwise. Press from Simi on Ertaç Özbir. Now Mertçetin, the left central defender, loses the ball. Simi with the shot, but goes wide. Good attempt. Let's see, I think it was Mucci here. I think it's Mucci here giving him the pass. Really good control by Simi. But his shot just wide. Plucks it out of the air. And then immediately rifles it towards the bottom right. But it goes wide. It's a really good attack there. Good steal and quick transition. Gezal trying to go through the middle. Gets stopped by Radakovic, I think. Now pressure again on Ertaç. Necip wins the header. Okay, the referee gives a free kick for an offside offense by Ankaragücü. Free kick for Beşiktaş, but seems pretty unnecessary there. Beşiktaş won the ball, so unnecessary. Well, over 20 minutes into the game. We're in the 22nd minute now. So far, Beşiktaş are having the best of the game, but Ankaragücü have looked dangerous on the break, and certainly a game where it would do us well to find a goal, as in every match. But if you want to be a little have some sound of mind, have some peace of mind, I should say, it's always better to find that goal a little early. You do have the feeling this is one of those games that can go either into a big win or a massive disillusion. With this incredible crowd here. Wouldn't be the first time. Remember Brugge? And now a yellow card for Riyad Bayic. Emre Belözoğlu losing his marbles on the touchline. Let's have a look. Bayic gets the yellow. What did he do exactly? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh come on. Well, that should be... Yeah, no, it's not a stretched leg. I was gonna say that could be a red card, but not a stretched foot. But I don't understand why Emre Belözoğlu is going mad on the touchline. Maybe he's angry at his own player because that tackle is absolutely unnecessary. It's a typical striker losing possession, typical striker tackle really, and not sure why Emre Belözoğlu was going mad on the touchline. The only thing I can think of is that he was going mad at his own player because you can't complain about that yellow card. Again, in the comments, there's a link to ATV's live broadcast. So if you aren't watching the game, you can just watch it by clicking on that link. I think he just called a foul for Semi on Mertçetin. Another good pass by Mert there. Ankaragücü with a little bit of the ball now, but Beşiktaş have recovered it and are passing the ball around, sorry. Guess I'm playing on the left now. There's Artur Masuaku joining the attack. Passes back to Gezal, back to Masuaku. Sends on open on the left, on the right side. Now the ball is coming there. But one too many passing stations to get the ball there. And the space has been lost, the room. Now Ankaragücü with a counter-attacking opportunity. And another fall. Efkan Let's have a look. Nah. No. That's a really soft call there by the ref. Free kick for Ankaragücü. 27 minutes in. Flips with the free kick. He's behind the ball right now. He will be taking it. He hasn't taken it yet. Taking it now. Let's see. Header, but goes wide. Radakovic, central defender, gets to the end of it, but his header not very good. Blocked his teammate from a header who was potentially in a better position. And Beşiktaş recommencing the play now with Mert and his goal kick. Is he gonna? I think he's gonna take it short, I was gonna say, but he boots it up the field. Impressive how little of a run-up Mert needs to kick that ball 60-70 meters up the pitch. Always wondered how goalkeepers manage to do that. Like 60-70 meters, it's no small feat. Throw in the final third of Ankaragücü now. Rasica. Oh, yeah. Cross by Rasica and header by Gezal, I believe. But Ertaç catches it. Bosagok now on the right. And you have to be careful now. Beşiktaş. Bosagok crosses it in. But Svensson, I think it was, headed it away. Rasica and a fall. This should be a yellow card. Dangerous counter-attacking opportunity for Beşiktaş. Mujakic. That's always a yellow card. Always a yellow card. Beşiktaş on the break. Professional fall in the middle of the park. And the referee, he is giving it, I think. Yeah. A clear yellow card. No, Zorbay Küçük gives Mert a yellow card. Our goalkeeper, not Mert Çetin. He gives Mert Günok a yellow card. So does that mean he didn't give a yellow card to Mujakic? That's absolutely scandalous if true. Always a yellow card. Mucci has the ball in a dangerous position. Takes a shot! Just wide. Mucci with one of his patented rifling shots, his rocket of a shot. With his right foot, makes his own space. Oh, that just bounces wide. It's a really good shot. Good attempt. I think it's maybe 1.5, 2 meters ultimately that it goes wide, but it's a good attempt. That's what we like to see. Mucci taking shots. Ertaç hooves the ball back up the pitch this time now with a goal kick. Still 0-0, half an hour in. We're in the final 15 minutes of the first half. Good opening. Svensson on the ball now. Rasica crosses it in. Yeah, I think Mujakic did not get a card. It's incredible. He gave Svensson a yellow for a very minor touch earlier. Rasica now trying to dribble half of Ankaragücü. And now a fall on the goalkeeper. He's not making himself very popular. at Tüpraş Stadium. Zorbay Küçük. Rasica just not doing anything wrong here. Just more eager, quicker on the ball than the Ankaragücü defenders there, and then Ertaç with some Shakespearean performance, acting as if he got shot in the face by a 12-gauge shotgun. No cards. The referee didn't fall for the excessive amount of comedy, but he did give the fall, of course. Free kick Beşiktaş. This time Mucci's on the left there. Plays it back to Masuaku. And it's already back with Necip. Tassos and Mujakic trying to combine on the left. Svensson wins it back. Rasica and Svensson now combining. Semi staying down there after a duel. There is VAR, by the way. There is VAR in the Turkish Cup, so let's see what happened there. Yeah. Masuaku crosses it in. Good cross by Masuaku. Yeah, that doesn't really look like anything going on there. Looks like one of the assistant coaches of Sedat Toprak got booked. Simi stayed down after that aerial with Mert. Looks okay though. I don't know if the ball went out into corner or... I don't think so. No, it doesn't look like it. The game starts again with a referee ball. And which he plays it to Ertaç. I wonder if that statistically counts as being as giving the ball away. Let's see. Good pressure there. But Milot Rasica puts it out. So goal kick to Ankaragücü. Good pressing by Rasica, but no sonuç, no recovery, no possession for the Eagles, but a goal kick for Ankaragücü. 35 minutes on the clock now, 10 more minutes left in the first half, plus whatever additional time the referee decides to give. Ertaç boots it up the pitch. 55-60 meters. Musrati plays it back to Mert Günok. Mert with a long ball towards Simi. Not the type of striker to feed those types of balls to, I feel. I don't know for next season if we need a different type of striker. But if we want to play with Simi as our striker, I think we need to play a different type of football, because we play too many long balls towards the striker still. And with his 5'10", 5'11", 1m78, I don't think Simi is the type of striker you want to utilize in that manner. Some warming up going on the touchline. Abubakar, I think I saw there. Throw in for Ankaragücü with Stilian Kitsiu. Good player, Kitsiu has been playing in Turkey for a good while now. Always thought he was a good player, good quality player. And his contract is due to expire at the end of May. At the end of this month, his contract with Ankaragücü expires. Like many of their players have expiring contracts. Cross in by Masuaku. Radakovic clears it with his head. Not a lot of chances so far. Beşiktaş have looked the more dangerous sides, but no clear-cut goal-scoring opportunity so far. A good shot by Mucci going a meter and a half wide maybe. And another quick attack and effort by Simi Kilicsoy. I think that was also set up by Mucci, but Simi couldn't get it between the posts. So I think those are the two most dangerous positions. And we were unable to get the ball in between the posts. Ankaragücü haven't had any dangerous positions really, other than maybe that header by Radakovic, which went wide on a free kick. But other than that, I don't remember them having any real attempts on goal. Masuaku with the quick break. Simi on the left. Simi cornered in, tries to get it past the defenders, but two defenders close him down and recover the ball. Basagok now starting in his own half. Tries, yet switches it to the left to Tassos Giovannis. Basagok again on the right now. And he puts it wide. Good attack now. I was saying no dangerous attacks from Ankaragücü, but this one was certainly the most dangerous ones they had so far. Basagok on the right squares it to Andres Phillips, and Phillips puts it wide. But really should have done better there. If he puts that between the posts, if he puts it to the far post, I think he always scores. The near post, Mert had it covered. So depending on the strength of the shot, Mert probably would have saved it. But still a really dangerous attack. Basagok now with Colli, but Colli gets to it first. Had a little bit of a head start and not enough space in behind for Basagok to exploit it. Musrati now plays it back to Svensson. Svensson puts it up top to Simi. Simi falls but keeps possession of the ball. Gets past 2-3 players. Simi now pushed down on the right. And the referee, I don't think gave a... Did he give a foul? No, he didn't give a foul, but... Oh, beautiful footwork by Simi to stay in possession under pressure by 3-4 players. Wonderful footwork by Simi. Gets a free kick. Rashid Ghezal behind the ball. It's a free kick from the right-hand side of the pitch. Rashid Ghezal, we've seen him so many times take these types of free kicks, and in the 2020-2021 season, so many of those free kicks ended up in assists. Let's see what he does with this one. Curls it in. It was a good free kick, but nobody there. It was a good free kick, but nobody attacking the second post. Well, there was somebody there, I think Colli, but he wasn't aggressively enough. He wasn't aggressive enough. Good free kick, but Nobody on the end of it. The commentator says bad cross, but I think it's more a case of lack of determination by the attacking players to get on the end of it. It wasn't overhit, it wasn't a very hard cross, it was curved in, curled in perfectly. But you have to attack the ball. Good pass by Gezal. We have Rasica on the right. Crosses it in. And again, Rasica gets a second opportunity. Crosses it in again. Nobody on the end of that one. Tolga Ziyerci. Salih with pressure. Zorbay Küçük. Free kick for Beşiktaş. Fall by Phillips. No card by the referee. I don't know if this would have, this should have been one. Let me have a look here. Yeah, he pulls him. Yeah, he certainly does, but it's more of a pull. That's more going on here than Svensson's pull earlier, which resulted in a yellow card. If you give the one, you have to give the other, so this should have been yellow, but nowhere near as blatant as the lack of a card for Mujakic earlier. Free kick on the left-hand side. It's a little far, a little bit far to try it straight at goal, I think. Mucci is there. Gezal is there. Rasica is there. No, it's just Mucci and Gezal, it looks like. Let's see. Mucci or Gezal. It's Mucci! Yeah, good shot. Ertaç with the save. Cross now. Ertaç comes out, loses it. And ball in a carambol, but nobody able to put it in. Yeah, that's a good, dangerous free kick. Some protests for a penalty, I think. Some appeal for a penalty. Now Zorbay Küçük gives a fall. No, he doesn't. He says play on. Basogok stays down though, and Beşiktaş put it out, but also Necip stayed down. Let's see if we can get a replay on what the players were protesting for, because it's Necip that stayed down in the penalty area, I think. And as always, Emre throwing a fit. Yeah. He doesn't have... Ertaç doesn't have the ball. He comes out. He bumps into Necip, doesn't get the ball. Yeah. I know two teams who might have gotten a penalty for that. I don't think it is a penalty, but I know two teams who would probably appeal for one and maybe get one. 3 minutes added on to the first half. Throw in for Beşiktaş. Svensson with the touch gives it to Salih. Musrati certainly not a bad game, hasn't done anything wrong, has had a few good moments, not super involved, but I don't know, how involved do you want your number 6 to be? Rasica now with an attack. Rasica, and yeah, tries his luck, but Ertaç Özbir collects the ball pretty calmly. Let's see here, Rasica maybe could have done more with that. Still 0-0, almost the end of the first half. Efkan to Phillips. Tolga Ziyerci back to Efkan. Ankaragücü on the attack now. slowly penetrating Beşiktaş's half. Basagok on the right now. Basagok crossed it in, but Svensson managed to get on the end of it. Now it's on the left with Tassos Giacovanis. Efkan finds Basagok on the right. Good cross pass by Efkan. Cross now by Basagok. Not a good cross. Tassos almost managed to get on the end of it on the left-hand side, but couldn't get the ball under control. Poor cross by Basagok. Throw in for Beşiktaş with Svensson. Gezal. Beşiktaş lost it for a brief second there, but now back in possession. Rashid Gezal, not sure what he's trying to do there. Loses the ball in the middle. Dangerous area to lose the ball. Not sure what he was trying to do. Had plenty of time on the ball. Now Tassos on the left. Squares it to the middle. Phillips crosses it to the right to Basagok. Ankaragücü again on the attack. Cross in by Basagok. Egypt gets to it first. Rashid Gezal now. Long pass, bad pass. And the referee Ankaragücü makes an end to the first half. Not a bad first half. Beşiktaş certainly the better of the play. But no real chances, a lack of chances for both sides. Beşiktaş is looking the more dangerous. But towards the end of the first half there, Ankaragücü with a good spell of possession and some crossing opportunities, but Basagok so far, fortunately for us, his crossing game not on the money. Second half will need to be better for Beşiktaş to find separation with Ankaragücü. I'm gonna show you my fancy screen now. Let's see, which one is it? There we go. I'll be back. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the stats here for this game for the first half. Thank you for joining us, by the way, on the live stream. Hope you are enjoying the game so far. And I do agree, yeah, anxious feeling. The first time in a long time, really. Let's have it see. I was just hearing myself there for a second. I think we definitely had the better of the play in the first half, but not so much to separate the two teams. Like I said, not a lot of chances. Possession is definitely in our favor. Looks like. Let's have a look at the XG. If we can find that. On the SofaScore app, let's see. Where are the statistics? I can't find the statistics. At the moment, the odds for betting, I can see those. 172 for Beşiktaş, 275 for a draw, and 8 for Ankaragücü. And Mert Günok got booked in the 30th minute. That is when Mujakic was supposed to get booked. No card. I was gonna say no. It seems Mujakic did get a card. So Mujakic is on a yellow. And so is Riyad Bajic. And Svensson. So Svensson is on a yellow. Mert is on a yellow for us. Mujakic and Bajic on a yellow for Ankaragücü. And Bajic got a yellow in the 24th minute, and I think then that really poor challenge he made was after that, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that. Yeah, let me know in the chat what you think of the game so far. I agree, it's anxious, but hopefully a better second half. Let's have a look how long until the second half starts. It should be starting in a couple of minutes. 3 minutes added on, so 5 minutes normally we should have the kickoff to the second half. It's the first time I'm doing a watch along, by the way, guys, so I have no clue what to do, quite frankly. It's the first time I'm doing this, so I don't usually watch alongs. I know people like them. That's why I figured I'll try it, see what happens. See if people like it, yes or no. But if you have any tips on things I could do that would make the experience more interesting for you, please let me know. In the meantime, I need to move this a little bit. There we go. I'm playing around with some graphics, so it looks a little bit better. As you can see, I just simply went on the SofaScore website and got their live update. Ripped it straight off their browser. You can still see in the edges there the little bell icons you can press for notifications. Just gonna check in on my friends who are at the stadium. One of them asked how the atmosphere is coming across on the television. I think it's coming across fantastic. Best atmosphere of the season, perhaps, so far. course, that is not very difficult. That's not a tall order, of course, but it's a good atmosphere. Stadium's full. The crowd doesn't feel too anxious. I think they are confident in a good outcome. I mean, so far we have looked at the more dangerous side, the more likely side to score, but it's 0-0. And Ankaragücü are a dangerous side on the counter. So far, they haven't really done much with their counter opportunities. They could do much better. Like I said, Basagok not having his day when it comes to his crossing game. But always a dangerous player. Very quick. Good footwork. It hasn't been easy to contain him so far. But fortunately, he isn't doing a great job with the space he creates for himself. And I would say the space we give him, but I think it's really more a case of the space he creates for himself, because I do feel like we're closing him down well enough and we are trying to deal with him as best as possible, but he is an incredibly fast player. He's skillful enough. He is by no means a Ricardo Quaresma, but definitely has some Nkudo qualities to him. And yeah, Nkudo wasn't a perfect winger, but he definitely could cause chaos on his day. And that's very much true for Basagok as well. Ankaragücü in the first half, I think they played a decent match. They were able to not match pace to an extent. I think that we had some good spells in terms of ball recovery. Pressing was decent at times. But yeah, let's have a couple looks here. So shots on target right now is 3 for Beşiktaş, 0 for Ankaragücü. Shots off target, we have 2 for Beşiktaş and 2 for Ankaragücü. And those 2 shots off target was the Mucci shot and the Simi shot. And I think those were really, ironically, the best chances. I mean, I don't know if you can call a shot from distance a chance, but especially the Simi one, probably the most dangerous chance. 1 corner kick for us to their 0. And then 8 falls by us to their 7. And yellow cards, 2 to us and 1 to Ankaragücü according to according to the live score app. So SofaScore said 2 each. The live score app says 1 for Ankaragücü. So let me have a look who they have down as the yellow card for Ankaragücü. They only list Riyad Bayic. So live score says no yellow card for Mujakic. That's also the impression I got from watching the game, that he did not get a card. But SofaScore said Mujakic got a yellow card. So I don't know. Let's see if there is any way to find it on Twitter. That's bizarre. The 2 sources, reputable sources like that don't agree. I think that's interesting. Let's have a look if the official Beşiktaş account. Nope. Yeah. No, they only tweet our yellow cards. So, and I doubt the TFF account is updating anything. All they do is congratulate Galatasaray when they win the championship. No live updates there. Let's have a look at the Ankaragücü. The Ankaragücü Twitter account. I can find that. Match is about to start again. All right. Meke Ankaragücü. Let's have a look. No, they don't even tweet. All right, well, we'll find out, right? If he gets a second one. If he gets sent off or not, then we will know whether he got booked or not. And that chance exists. But my money is on that he did not get a card. Let's see, Muleka coming on for Simi. And Jetson also coming out. So looks like Simi got hurt on that aerial duel with Merchetin. So no Simi for the second half. And Jetson Fernandez, who missed the game against Rizespor due to injury, is also coming on. And Ankaragücü also with a change, putting Atakan on for Bajic. That's an interesting decision. So taking off a striker and putting out on a fullback. And Atakan, not the most popular player in Tüpraş Stadium, getting booed as he comes on. So Simi off for Muleka, and Jetson coming on for Al Musrati, I think. And Ali So is also coming on, so he did take Riyad Bajic off, but it's not like he's not going to play with a striker. He is putting Ali So on. So 2 subs for both sides. I don't know who Ali So replaced. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a look. Not sure who Atakan came on then for. I think he's playing left back, so let's have a look. Yeah, whatever. Second half is back underway. So I think Musrati came off. Let's have a look. So SofaScore is updating. Yeah, Al Musrati. So Al Musrati coming off. Not sure if that is a tactical decision by Serdar Toprak Tepe, or if Musrati felt pain again. Just wins the ball. But ball back in Ankaragücü's court. Just gonna make sure. Let's see. No. And a free kick here for a fall on Efkan from Necip. Free kick to Ankaragücü in their own half. So Jackson Muleka on for Simi Kilisoy and Jetson Fernandes on for Al Musrati. Fernandes missed the game on the weekend on Friday against Rizespor due to injury, but he's back now. Al Musrati subbed off at halftime. I didn't think he played bad in the first half. Was relatively anonymous, had one really good pass. So I think it has to be an injury, a precautionary substitution perhaps. Mucci on the left, Gezal. Sali in the middle. Passes it back. Necip. Sali. To Svensson. Finds Jetson. Gives it back to Svensson. Svensson coming up the pitch now. Plays it No, doesn't play it through. Svensson still? Svensson brought down. Out, says the referee. Plays it through the legs of the defender. There, gets put. Ah, come on. Clear fall. No intention to play the ball, just barges him over. Referee says ball out. Clear fall. Good game by Svensson so far. On a yellow card though. Svensson back in possession. Corner, I think. Corner kick. Good combination between Svensson and Gezal. Finding each other well. Gezal now with the corner. Crosses it in. Easy capture, easy catch for Ertaç Özbir. There's Atakan. On the ball for 2 seconds. Boots relentlessly, immediately passes it to someone else. So he is playing on the right now, it seems. So I am not sure who came off. That's a dangerous attack by Ankaragücü. Tassos with a chance, but Mert with the save. That's a dangerous opportunity for Ankaragücü. Beşiktaş need to be careful. Can't allow to go down a goal now. So let's have a look. Atakan came on for Merchetin. And Ali So came on for Riyad Bayic for Ankaragücü. And as I had already said, Muleka on for Semi and Jetson on for Al Musrati. So looks like both Mert and Semi may have gotten hurt in that aerial. Either that or Emre wasn't happy with Mert Chetin's performance in the first half. Which is also possible, because I do think we were kind of isolating Mert, allowing him more time on the ball. And his build-up was not very good. Which got us the ball back a few times. Dangerous attack now. Tassos in the box. Passes it there. Blocked. Good tackle by Necip on Efkan's attempted shot. Dangerous attack by Ankaragücü. Mucci defending. But Ankaragücü recover it. But Beşiktaş this time, Masuaku. Fall brought down. Yellow card for Ankaragücü, for Philips. .51.5 minutes on the clock. Ankaragücü certainly not toothless in this game so far. They are looking the more dangerous team so far coming out of the dressing room. Beşiktaş haven't started very well. Where Beşiktaş were the better team in the first half, Ankaragücü had a good spell of possession towards the end. Really at the end of the first half, sorry. And they have come out of the dressing room looking for blood. Beşiktaş not better off after the substitutions, but both of them I think were forced. Tassos with a fall there. Free kick to Beşiktaş. Let's have a look. Nothing special going on. Following Rasica. Necip Tukoli. Still 0-0 in the 53rd minute. Gezal finds Masuaku. Masuaku doesn't get on the end of it. Can't keep it in. Throw in for Ankaragücü. The crowd celebrating like a goal has been scored when Atakan gives the ball away. It's the first time he plays in Turkish Stadium. He had a little bit of a, how should I put it, controversial performance against us like 2 years ago. Like with some really nasty, dirty fouls. Like provoking players and like, yeah, just being a little all around being an asshole. And he has never played in a Turkish Stadium. He was always injured. So online there's kind of been made a joke out of it. That he purposely fakes an injury not to have to play here. But that's obviously not the case. Let's start on the bench today though. Let's have a look here. What is this? Mecht's arrogance there, almost ending up biting him in the ass. Salih with a bad pass. Ankaragücü, dangerous attack now. Oof. Basagog almost scores. Mecht with a good save. And then the clearance, but again Ankaragücü looking like the more dangerous side. This is the best chance of the game. Poor loss of possession by Salih. And it's Mecht with the save, and then I think it was Necip who puts it out into a corner. Corner kick to Ankaragücü. Beşiktaş not looking awake coming out of the dressing room. Bad corner. Beşiktaş lucky so far that Ankaragücü have been wasteful because they aren't looking sharp. That was the biggest chance of the game. Very good save by Mecht, but Salih should never be giving that away. What a sloppy performance by Salih Uçan in midfield there. Played a good first half, I think, but that wasn't good. Hopefully he wakes up now. Hopefully the team wakes up. Beşiktaş needs a spark. Beşiktaş needs to get back into this game with some moments of good play. Get their confidence back. It's still 0-0. Nothing going on yet. But the performance in the second half is nowhere near good enough. Ankaragücü, the better side coming out of the dressing room. The more dangerous side for sure. But also possession-wise, it is much more balanced than in the first half. In the first half, Beşiktaş were dictating the game. Controlling the possession. Looking like the more dangerous side. But in the second half so far, it's been more balanced. Beşiktaş on the attack now though. With Svensson. Muleka. Not a good pass. The substitutions. The substitutions certainly haven't benefited Beşiktaş so far. Gezal now wins the ball. Gets fouled. But no foul, says the referee. Pretty sure that was a foul by Mujakic. Referee turns a blind eye once again to Mujakic's transgressions. The atmosphere has turned at the Turkish Stadium. The crowd is more nervous. They feel it too. They know the team isn't playing well. Svensson now on the right. Gives it to Gezal. Gezal cuts it back. Again a bad pass by Salih. But Beşiktaş still in possession. Milot Rashica on the left now. Two players. It's past one. Crosses it in. Nobody at the end of that. Cleared by Ankaragücü. Necip plays it back into Svensson. Beşiktaş now looking to put Ankaragücü, to pin them down in their own half. Muleka. Svensson. Muleka again. Muleka with a shot. Ertaç. Comfortable save. Muleka trying to surprise Ertaç from a shot from outside the box. Not a Very dangerous shot though. High pressure by Beşiktaş now. Looks like some of the players have woken up. But now a good counter opportunity for Ankaragücü. Long ball played into Tassos. Tassos on the left. Tassos cutting in. Looking for the shot. Shooting, but hits Necip. Goes out into corner. But looks like the referee have given an offside. So no corner. No corner kick for Ankaragücü. But again, a dangerous looking attack by Ankaragücü. Those counters weren't really in it in the first half. We weren't seeing those counterattacks as much. A little bit towards the end, a little bit in the middle of the game. But so far in the second half, only 10 minutes in. Or, well, actually, 10 minutes on the dot almost. 10 minutes in. Ankaragücü have had a plethora of dangerous counter-attacking opportunities. Beşiktaş haven't looked good in the second half. Basagok getting some instructions in the meantime by Emre Belözoğlu. Gezal stayed down there for a second. Looks like he had some cramps. He's back on the pitch now though, but that's not good. Gezal, great game against Rizespor on Friday. 7 key passes. 2 chances created. Had a good game. Beşiktaş, of course, winning 3-2. Hit the bar as well. With a very good shot. Aluso now with Masuaku. Masuaku wins that, but takes a lot of risks there. Sali now hooves it up the field. And ball back to Ankaragücü. Yeah, Rashid Gezal injured. Cenk Tosun getting ready to come on. Gezal injured. Has to come off. That's a blow to Beşiktaş. Already had to sub off Simi and Al Muzrati. Now Gezal, the playmaker. Played well, combined well with Svensson. Most of the danger coming from that side. And he is going to have to come off. Looks like a hamstring, like he pulled a hamstring. That's bad for Rashid Gezal. Might mean the end of the season for him. Now it's Oxlade-Chamberlain warming up. So I'm not sure whether Serdar Toprak-Tepe is going to put Cenk on, is going to put Ox on, is he going to put both of them on? In the meantime, Emre Belözoğlu giving his troops some instructions at the sideline. So far, you have to say, if Ankaragücü end up winning this, the way it's going now, it'll be fully deserved. First half, Beşiktaş definitely better. Not a lot of chances. And now, in the second half, so far, Ankaragücü have looked like the better team. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain coming on for Rashid Gezal. And we're in the 62nd minute. Rashid Gezal pulled his hamstring, it looked like. And Serdar Toprak-Tepe is opting for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Chamberlain on, Ox on. Probably the better sub, the better option. With Cenk, I feel like it's too early for Cenk. We still need footballers. We still need people that can give that final ball, that can pass the ball around, that can play in combination. Cenk is a finisher. Cenk is a striker. Putting Cenk on would mean Muleka switching to the wing. And I think we need steady feet right now. Try and regain control of the game. Try to retain possession. While I definitely had a good eye on it in the first half, now in the second half, it's looking like a difficult match. This is going to be difficult. We knew it was going to be difficult, but I think we all expected, at least after beating Ankaragücü a few weeks ago in the league 2-0, I think we all kind of expected okay, it'll be a difficult game, but at the end of the day, we will come out victorious. But so far, an hour into the match, Ankaragücü have looked the equals of the Black Eagles for the second half especially. They've been better. In the first half, Beşiktaş was better, but Ankaragücü were not getting trumped. Aliso and ball recovery now by Beşiktaş. Masuaku taking the ball up the pitch with a bad pass to the center. What? That is such a risky pass. I don't understand why he takes that risk. Now Rasica playing it into Svensson. No, into Fernandes, sorry. Throw in for Beşiktaş. Feels like the midfield has kind of fallen apart after Azal Musrati came off. So where I was saying he was pretty anonymous in the first half, he had a couple of good moments, but he was relatively anonymous. I do think it's safe to say that despite the fact that he wasn't super involved, he was definitely the anchor point to that midfield. And in the second half so far, it just feels like the midfield is kind of all over the place and not able to retain, to control the game, to retain possession, to... Now Muleka on the right, crosses it in, but finds nobody. Basagok defending now against Masuaku on the left-hand side. They're right. Throw in for Ankaragücü with Atakan getting a lot of boos. Taking his time for the throw-in. Ankaragücü now with Aliso wins the ball in between three Beşiktaş players. And that's kind of the story of the second half. The Black Eagles aren't sharp anymore. First half they were winning the duels, they were winning the second balls. Now Phillips... Najib again with a block. Ox with tries to clear it towards the center. What are they doing? Long ball by Mert now. Muleka with the fall, says the ref. Fall by Muleka. Free kick for Ankaragücü. 67 minutes. Yeah, Beşiktaş really are going to have to play better than this. Like, even if they somehow manage to win this game, if they manage to win this game and eliminate Ankaragücü, get to the final, if with this football, with this, I don't see us winning it. Obviously a final is different. A game against potentially Ankaragücü is different. We're missing Semina, we're missing Al Musrati, but that's no excuse. We're playing in front of in a sold-out stadium, and yeah, the players. And now some. Atakan is yeah, hit by a truck. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. What a comedian. Fall by Mucci. Atakan trying to get a card for Mucci, but referee didn't bite. But Mucci have barely seen it. I haven't seen him at all in the second half. He hasn't been involved at all. And now, especially with Gezal off, Mucci should be the focal point of our attacks. Beşiktaş pressing a little bit again. Salih tackles it, and it goes back to goalkeeper Ertaç. Pedrinho ready to come on for Ankaragücü. It's another dangerous player. Ooh. Mucci! And goal! Mucci scores! Terrible mistake by Ankaragücü. I am not sure what they were doing there. The high pressure from Beşiktaş pays off. And Mucci does not forgive their mistake. He does not give them any respite. Punishes Ankaragücü. Very sloppy at the back by Ankaragücü. And it's Ernest Mucci. Let's have a look here. Yeah, passing it back to Ertaç. Pressure by Muleka. Beşiktaş win the ball back. And then Mucci with a rocket. Bam. Mucci with his second goal against Ankaragücü at the Tüpraş Stadium. Not today, of course. His other goal came a couple of weeks ago. But he does it again. Ernest Mucci with his fourth goal of the season for Beşiktaş since coming in January for 10 million euros. And this reminds a little bit of Fabri against Lyon. But this time we are on the good end of the stick. Because we score, we don't concede. Ernest Mucci puts Beşiktaş ahead with 20 minutes left on the clock. Of official playing time at least. Whew. That's a relief. But the football has been terrible. And I was just saying Mucci uninvolved. But again, Mucci now. Mucci puts it wide. But Mucci now gets involved. This is what we need to see. We need Ernest Mucci on the ball, on the receiving end of the final pass, giving the final pass. It doesn't matter, but we need Ernest Mucci involved in the game. And he does this a lot. He has the quality. He has the vision. He has the passing ability. He has the shooting ability. But too often still, he has patches in games where he just goes invisible, ghosts, and he has it all. He has the ability. He is our second most expensive signing in history at 10 million euros. 23 years old. 4 goals now for Beşiktaş. That's the same amount of goals he had in the first half of the season for Legia Warsaw. In the league, though, I have to say. I think he had 4 goals in the league for Legia Warsaw. He also had a couple of goals in the Europa League, of course, against Aston Villa. But Mucci looking like a good signing, but needs to be more involved. And now Jetson staying down, Atakan with the fall, and not much going on, I think, other than Jet and Atakan just trying to cop a feel. A goal came at the perfect time for Beşiktaş against the run of play. Let's be clear, Beşiktaş were not looking good in the second half. Ankaragücü the more dangerous side. I think we can be very happy with that goal because it takes off a little bit of the pressure. At least now, if you do concede, you aren't in a situation where you're out. But again, sloppy passing by Beşiktaş. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain giving it away with a bad pass to Tassos. Tassos now on the left and can't find Basagok in the middle. Beşiktaş now with the counter-attacking opportunity. Phillips wins it though. Wins it back. Asogok on the right. Beşiktaş cannot allow to get complacent. Now Ankaragücü with a shot from outside the box. It's Stelian Kitsiu. Stelios Kitsiu, I believe. He's not... he's Greek, he's not Romanian. Stelios. Tries his luck. Kitsiu. Emre Belözoğlu not happy on the sideline. Understandable. His team did not deserve to go a goal down. But they made a mistake at the back. And God may forgive, but Ernest Mucci doesn't. Mert Gunok boots it up the field from the goal kick. Beşiktaş need to stay awake though. Can't afford to get complacent. It's only a 1-goal lead. And the sloppy passes in midfield that weren't prevalent in the first half have been all too common in the second half. There have been a couple of really bad giveaways. That was from Oxlade-Chamberlain before then. And then we had a moment where Salih gave it away as well. And we can't afford to be sloppy. It's only a 1-goal lead. We have to dig ourselves in now. We have to make sure that we don't allow them to hit us on the break. We shouldn't dig ourselves in. I shouldn't say that. The best defense is a good offense, but we need to get that sloppy play out of our game. And I do really have the impression that the team is missing Al Musrati, even though the fact that he wasn't playing an amazing game, I think he was playing fine. But he wasn't super involved, like I said, but he was holding that midfield together, and the midfield in the second half feels like it's missing someone in the center. There's nobody, there's not a dedicated 6, there's not a dedicated player running in the middle. And those sloppy passes have always come from somebody passing it into the middle area and then getting intercepted by an eager Ankaragücü player. Looks like a free kick for Beşiktaş. Fall on Salih Uçan. We have to remember in that first match, the first match in that game a few weeks ago against Ankaragücü in the league, we won that game 2-0. But by no means was that a dominant performance by the Black Eagles. Ankaragücü had their moments in that game as well. And but I do think it was more comfortable than this game so far. Beşiktaş need a second to give themselves some peace of mind. And Cenk looks like he's coming on. Not sure who Serdar is going to take off. I imagine Rasička. Mucci on the left. Would be a mistake to take him off now. He's high on confidence, getting more involved. Mucci on the ball again. Mucci taking on 2 players. Wins a corner. Good work by Ernest Mucci. Reminiscent of Matias Emilio Delgado. Similar style, likes to shoot from outside of the box. Maybe a little less of a pure playmaker. But there's some clear resemblances for sure. And it's Salih Uçan who's coming off. Salih is coming off for Cenk. That's an interesting substitution. Maybe that will move Rasička to the middle. Together with Ox and Jetson. And then move Muleka to the wing. Or it could become a 4-4-2. With Jetson on the wing. That's also possible. Let's see. Corner kick with Milot Rasicka. 12 minutes on the clock. Some warnings by the referee to Atakan and Koli. They were a little bit too intertwined there, I guess. Milot Rasicka with the corner. Could use a goal on a corner that would give us that peace of mind that we are looking for. That second goal. Ricardo Quaresma being shown right now. He's in the crowd having a blast. Massive smile on his face. Not ready to say goodbye just yet to football. Still talking about potentially making a comeback. He hasn't played in 2 years. He hasn't had a club in 2 years, I should say. He's 40 years old. 41 in September. It's still a way off, but on the 26th of September, he will turn 41 years old. Was giving an interview earlier in the day saying that Fernando Santos wanted to bring him in, but the Beşiktaş board said no. They vetoed it. It's somewhat understandable. He's a massive legend, of course, but 40 years old, hasn't had a club in 2 seasons. Yeah. It's understandable. I do really hope we give him a nice send-off at the end of the season. I do hope we give him a jubilee game, a gala match against Porto. That would be perfect. Beşiktaş Porto. Maybe you could make 2 games out of it. One in the Estadio Dragao and one at the Tupreš Stadium. 2 farewell matches. That would be amazing. Jetson with a shot from distance. Now on the right. Is Rasicka there? Puts it in. Another good cross. Doesn't get to Cenk, but Cenk keeps it in. Now Masuaku. Masuaku. Nice dribble. Passes it in. Chamberlain. Oxlade-Chamberlain tries the shot. Gets the ball again. Blocked. Now we have Cenk. Cenk tries to curl it to the far post. Doesn't get past the defenders though. Beşiktaş now knocking on the door. This is what we need to see. This is the best defense. Rasicka and Mujakic on the right. Mujakic wins it. Puts it on the field, but Moro Fernandes wins it back for Beşiktaş. Again. Bad pass by Jetson, but Ali So doesn't do much with it. Necip wins it now. Necip to Chamberlain. Masuaku on the left, back to Ox. Oxlade-Chamberlain now taking that central role. Mucci passes it through. Great pass. Cenk! And it's out. It's wide. Cenk with a good chance there. Ernest Mucci with the through ball. Cenk on the end of it. And Cenk is appealing for a corner. And yes, Ertaç saves it, pushes it against the bar, and it goes out. Corner for Beşiktaş. If it weren't for Ertaç, it would have been 2-0 there. Good attack by Beşiktaş. Ernest Mucci involved again. Like I said, he needs to be more involved. And when he is, Racing Gazal left the field, left the pitch, injured. He was the focal point of attacks. But now Ernest Mucci has become that focal point, and he has scored a goal and now created a very good opportunity for Cenk. Corner by Rasicka. Koli. That's a good shot. But Ertaç saves it. Shot by Oxlade-Chamberlain from outside the box. That's a little bit more power behind that, and that wouldn't have been that easy for Ertaç. Phillips. Basogok. Phillips again. Pedrinho with a lot of room. But passes it back. Now Mucci passes it into Rasicka. Does he have enough left in the tank? No. Mujakic gets on it first. Could have been a better pass by Mucci, to be honest. Should have given the ball in Rasicka's feet, I think. Attack now for Ankaragücü. Gary Rodriguez, who has come on 5-6 minutes ago. Chamberlain clears it. Long pass to Rasica. Rasica passes it back there to Masuaku. Muleka on the left now. Has the ball. Let's see. Muleka Atakan. That was an interesting matchup in the previous leg. Atakan struggled, got a yellow card against Muleka, had to be subbed off afterwards. And now Atakan again. Now he needs to get a card. Atakan gets his yellow. Ox does really well there. Ox not allowing himself to be provoked by Atakan's. Yeah, Atakan trying to be the big man, trying to be a tough guy. Ox not falling for it. Atakan booked. No card for Ox, because Ox didn't do anything. Doesn't react to the provocation by the Ankaragücü defender. But a free kick for Ankaragücü though. Macheda is going to come on for Ankaragücü, an extra forward. Phillips coming off, so a midfielder off for a striker. Macheda coming on. Former Manchester United. Didn't do much at Manchester United, but he played there. I think he even... I might be wrong. I think he even played in the Champions League against us. If I am remembering that correctly, at least in 2009. I think he did. That game we won at Old Trafford with the deflected goal by Rodrigo Teo. I think Macheda played in that game. Or I might be confusing him with somebody else that played in Turkey in recent years. That is also a possibility. I think there was a striker at Erzurum that might have been in that game. Can't remember his name. "86 minutes on the clock. 4 more minutes of official playtime. Plus whatever gets added on. I imagine there will be at least 5 minutes. Not much happened in the second half in terms of delays, but you would imagine at least 5 minutes. That seems to be the go-to nowadays. It used to be 3 minutes, but nowadays it's more often than not 5 minutes, and that's a clear foul, and he has a yellow card. That should be a second and a red. That is always a second yellow. I think it was Atakan. Referee not giving it. Such an obvious yellow card. Atakan. Not enough for a yellow card. He says a professional foul. Muleka plays the ball out in front of him. He is gone. He is gone if you don't foul him. And the referee says no card. That is always a card. Unbelievable. This one is even more disgraceful than the first half non-card for Mujakic. Incredible. Corner for Beşiktaş. Muleka once again. Muleka once again tormenting Atakan. He should have been off. Here again, can't hold his hands to himself. Puts it out into corner though. Muleka sweeping up the crowd. Credit to Muleka. He has had so much criticism. He has been booed by the crowd for almost the entire season, but he keeps working his socks off. Credit to him. Tremendous mentality. Whether he's good enough or not, I'll leave that in the middle. But you have to respect his moxie, his determination. I think Atakan will definitely end up getting sent off, but probably after the full-time whistle. He looks like he is really riled up. Can't believe he didn't get sent off there, though. Absolutely disgraceful. Throw in for Beşiktaş. On the right-hand side. We're in minute 89. 1.5 minutes left on the clock. Plus whatever Zorbay Küçük decides to add on. Beşiktaş losing the ball now. And they're always dangerous on the break. Always dangerous. Beşiktaş wins it back. Oxlade-Chamberlain working his socks off. Getting the crowd behind him. I don't think he needs to do much to do that, honestly. He's already earned the respect from the crowd in the first half of the season. If it wasn't for his injury, I think he would be one of those names vying for player of the season. Obviously, that's going to be Simi, but Ox definitely one of the few bright spots this season. Long pass by Mujakic. Necip wins it. Good game by Necip, you have to admit. He's made some crucial blocks. Some good interceptions. He's playing one of his better games. That's saying something this season. He has played a lot of good games this season. Credit where credit's due. But he has a mistake in him. Always has, always will. And he has been a little... Ooh, that's a good cross by Basogok. His first really good cross, but Svensson wins it. Rasica now. Now Ankaragücü pressing. Come here. Come. Oh, I got a little visitor here. And a cross. Dangerous attack by Ankaragücü, but Muleka wins it. Masuaku now. Counter-attacking opportunity for the Black Eagles. Mucci on the ball now in the middle of the park. Mucci opens it to the left again. Muleka on the ball. Come on, Muleka, just torment Atakan a little bit more. He puts it back into the middle. Back to Ox. Another good pass by Ox. Now Ankaragücü on the break. Advantage given. Oxlade recovers the ball. Good work by Ox. Showing his willingness to work. Don't know if you can see her. Here she is. Tayyip Talha coming on. Necip coming off. That's... Oh, Necip looks like he's injured. Worked very hard, fought hard today. Like I said, some crucial interceptions and blocks today. One of his best games of the season. And he's played plenty of good games this season. He deserves that credit. But the captain, Necip Uysal, leaving the pitch. Hopefully not too serious. Nothing serious, hopefully. The crowd on their feet applauding Necip, the captain. And Tayyip Talha coming on. Getting the fans to put their hands together as the announcer calls out his name. Let's see. 7 minutes. 7 minutes added on. We're in the third minute already though. But 7 minutes. That feels like a lot for a game that has not really been stopped that much. Lots of substitutions, of course. Like I was saying before, it used to be standard to give 3 minutes of stoppage time. But that was, of course, in the time when 3 substitutions were the norm. So 3 for each, 30 seconds per substitution. Nowadays, it's 5 substitutions per team. So the standard, the bar for the minimum amount of added time added on has been moved up a little bit. It's usually 5 minutes. 7 minutes feels like a lot for a game without VAR checks, a game without long injury treatments, some tension, a couple of cars really, but not that much. Atakan always should have been sent off, of course. Let's repeat that. I will repeat that until the end of time. Like, how he did not get sent off is really beyond me. Milot Rasica. I keep saying Rasica, but it's Mucci on the right. Ox. Mucci on the right. Passes it into Rasica. Brought down. Brought down on the edge of the box. Free kick in a dangerous position for the Black Eagles. Rasica staying down. Let's see. Yeah. It's a free kick. Pedrinho with the fall. Free kick for the Black Eagles. "95 minutes on the clock. 2 more minutes. At least 2 more minutes, I should say. Enas 2 dakika daha var. 2 more minutes. Free kick for the Black Eagles. Let's see. Who is going to take the free kick? It's not a great position to shoot directly at goal. A left-footed player could curl it in, but it's a tight angle. Nah, it's a really tight angle, actually. Mucci with the free kick. Mucci almost surprises Ertac, but Ertac makes the save. Almost 2-0 there. Ernest Mucci curled it toward the far post. The far corner, I should say. Rasica now on the left. Wins the throw-in. One minute and 20 seconds removed from the cup final. Artur Masuaku with the throw-in. Muleka, no. Muleka puts it out into a goal kick. The last chance potentially for Ankaragücü to mount an attack. Now the game recommences with Ertac Özbir hoofing it up the pitch. Doesn't play it short, plays the long ball. Aliso, Macheda, they have 2 strikers up there. Pedrinho, free kick for Ankaragücü after a fall on Pedrinho. We're in the 7th minute of added time now. The last minute of added time. If Ankaragücü score here, we go to extra time. No goalkeeper up yet though. Efkan to take the free kick. All Beşiktaş players are back. All Ankaragücü players are back except for the goalkeeper. Koli, Ox. Ox plays it forward. Rasica on the end of that. Will he win it? No. Good. Pressing, pressing, pressing. Keep on pressing, guys. Come on. Ertac. One last chance to hoof it up the field for Ankaragücü. Macheda. Aliso. But can't get past Mert. And that should be it. It's over. We're in the cup final. After a hard-fought 1-0 victory against Ankaragücü. And all we can do is breathe a sigh of relief, which I'm going to do right now. Not the best performance. Good first half, decent first half, I should say. Not good, I'll call it decent. But not a very good second half. But Ernest Mucci punished a mistake at the back by Ankaragücü. Ertac Özbir and his defenders getting caught in our trap, our high press. Ernest Mucci rifled it in on the 70th minute mark, 20 minutes from the end, 27 minutes from the end, I should say. And he puts Beşiktaş in the Turkish Cup final. The first Cup final for Beşiktaş in 3 years since 2021 when we won it against Antalyaspor. And then of course we won the Super Cup as well 6 months later. But ultimately a win here for the Black Eagles. A great result. Let's go have a look at some of the statistics. Did we have somebody give an assist in this game? No, Mucci gets the credit for the goal. No assists recorded. Let's have a look at the stats of the game. So, we're true. That's good news. But it wasn't pretty, we should say. Alright, let's see. Shots on target, 7 for Beşiktaş, 2 for Ankaragücü. Shots off target, 3 for Beşiktaş and 3 for Ankaragücü. Possession is 55% to Beşiktaş, 45 to Ankaragücü. Corner kicks, 5 to Beşiktaş and 1 to Ankaragücü. Offsides, 1 to 2. So Ankaragücü 2. Fouls, 12 to 14. Yellow cards, 3 for Ankaragücü only and 2 for Beşiktaş. Yeah. It doesn't matter. We're true. That's the most important thing. But that's, yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. I still can't believe that Zorbay Küçük did not send off Atakan Çankaya. That was always a second yellow card. Unbelievable. Worse even than the non-card from Vujakic in the first half, which was also a very clear yellow. Professional fouls, but this one, not enough for a second yellow, says that referee. I mean, look, I'm sorry, that is always a yellow card, and that's bullshit, the not enough for a second. That if he doesn't have a yellow card there, he always gives it. He will always give that a yellow card. And then that's double standards, really, to not give that card. But we're true to the cup final. Sinan and I will be back. I don't know if Kartal will be joining us as well for the next episode of the Black Eagles podcast. Obviously, this is not an episode. This is just a watch along. Let me know what you thought. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Let me know what we can do in the future, whether you're even interested in watching these types of things for the future, because obviously I don't need to have my camera on to watch the games and then be self-conscious about not picking my nose and stuff like that. So just let me know if this is at all enjoyable for you. Basically, I was giving a live commentary, so if that is too much, if I need to shut up more, let me know. I did ask if any of my friends would be interested in joining me on here. Sinan didn't think it was doable, really, because of the time difference, of course, and the time the game is being played, and he has his daughter to take care of. Stuff like that. And Kartal didn't want to become a meme, which is understandable. But if anyone is ever interested in joining me on here, if there is enough interest in doing this in the first place, let me know. Let us know in the comments again, and thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a subscribe. Click that notification bell so you are made aware of any new future live casts we are doing. And as always, subscribe on all the platforms that you want to listen to. You can always listen to our podcast as well. I need to go now. My son is here. Goodbye.